Cappelletti in brodo or pasta parcel with chicken and chicken broth. The most important thing now is to make the stuffing for the cappelletti. Right, we got a breast of chicken that we're going to cut down. We got our machine. But the main thing is not to warm it up too much, so this is very important. So warm it up means, you know, by let it work too much, that's no good. Got some mortadella or Bologna, as they call it in Italy. They don't call it mortadella. And we'll give him a little go. A really lovely mixture. It's quite important to use mortadella because it contains a lot of fat. It's going to be really lovely flavor after. If you can't find any mortadella, bits of ham inside there, they're fantastic for that. 1 egg, whole egg. Nice little bit of parmesan. A handful of bread. And some nutmeg. I always prefer fresh nutmeg than, you know, than the one already grated. Okay? Okay, here we go again. As you can see, it's coming together quite nicely because the bread and everything else makes it, you know, get it to come together. I like the way it is. I think it's a little bit too thick, so I would love to put a little bit of cream in there. Touch of cream. Get a little spoon like that. And you take a little bit of the stuffing out. Okay? Get it to be as uniform as you can. The water is boiling. You turn it off and you put your thing in there. Don't keep on boiling because otherwise it fall apart. Okay, here we are. It's cooked. I'll taste it. I like it. I just want a little bit more salt and a bit of pepper, and that's it. Yeah? A little pepper, a touch of salt, and sorry, but you know, I'll put a little bit more of nutmeg because I like it. I like when you bite into the ravioli, and the first thing that sort of like is this smell of the nut through your nose. You know, that I think is fantastic. So with the broth, it's brilliant. Okay, I'll give him another swing. This is one of the most important things. As you can see, I haven't worked it so much. You don't have to work it too much, otherwise you end up splitting it. That's that. Happy with it. In the fridge. In order to make a lovely pasta for this cappelletti, you have to make a quite strong yellow pasta dough. I will use 250 grams of normal 00 flour with 1 whole eggs, 3 egg yolks, a touch of oil, a touch of salt. Then you mix the whole lot together. It's always the best to do it the day before and keep it in the fridge over the night so the pasta rests. Press all the air out nice and other, and then you turn them, and that's it. That's what you want. Okay, here we are.
Beautiful color. So you've been skimming it all the way.
I used to be in charge of the consommé at the Savoy, don't forget that. Oh, really? That was my job.
So how long did you cook them for?
It's about like 3 minutes and a half because the pasta is so fresh. Yeah, and also, don't get them to boil too hard. Gently, kindly. Okay? A bit of pepper, ground of pepper, and a bit of Parmesan cheese. And sometimes, you know what I do as well, in a restaurant, I would serve it as a consommé. And I would not even cook the ravioli inside. I'll take a little bit of the consommé on the side, I'll cook the ravioli in there, and then I'll take the ravioli out and I'll put them in the consommé. So the consommé is completely clear.
That's right.
Really, really beautiful all the way through. Because, you know, when you go to a restaurant, I guess that's what you're looking is to the perfection of things.
Yeah, the appearance.
Not only the flavor, but also the appearance. At home, you know, if it's a little bit cloudy, who cares, really, isn't it? As long as it tastes fantastic.
It's all good, that's right.
Yeah. You can always tell them they're cooking as well, because you can see them, they really start to swallow up. That means that the inside is reach enough temperature and release the oxygen. That's why it's so important that you always pull all the air inside from the ravioli out, because if you leave a little bit of air inside, the whole thing will blow. As you can see, none of them has blown. At the moment we're eating it with the broth, which is very, very good.